Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. The Rock Girl search is on. If you know a girl that would make the perfect rock girl, maybe you think you'd be the perfect rock girl, and you want to come out, hang out, make friends, help out KISW, do a lot of great events, also help out Mary's Place Charity. The Rock Girl's doing a lot with that this year. Well, then this could be the family for you. If you're a potential rock girl, you know one, get all the info. Go to KISW.com.
Let's play Beat Migs.
It's time to play the game.
Yeah.
So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Oh, Beat Migs, you're a loser.
It is time to beat Migs. It's time to turn down for tacos.
Turn down for what?
Okay. Yeah, turn down for those tacos. Taco time.
Yeah. Eat them all. Eat them all. And then answer questions. Let's get to our contestant today. We've got Tony in Bellevue. Tony, are you there?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Tony.
What's he playing for today, Steve?
Tickets to the sold-out Ken Jung show. That's happening at the Snoqualmie Casino this Saturday night. Go to KISW.com for all the details. If you want tickets, the only way to get them is to win them on Beat Migs all the week.
All the week. All right, Steve, get out of here. For those playing at home, Tony will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Tony, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Nice. What military medal is awarded for wounds received by enemy action while on active service?
Valor?
No.
Purple Heart?
Yes. Gingivitis is the inflammation of what part of the body?
The gums?
Yes. The Pathfinder spacecraft landed on what planet in 1997?
Mars?
Yes. What is botany the study of?
Plant?
Yes. What country gave the world porcelain?
Go China.
Yes. What occupation was John Steinbeck best known for?
Writer?
Yes. What is the name of Simba's evil uncle in the movie The Lion King?
Scar.
Yes. What number on a QWERTY keyboard shares a key with the ampersand?
Ampersand? Let's go 8.
No.
Ampersand? Let's go 7.
Yes. What is the capital of Ontario?
Quebec?
No.
Toronto.
Yes. What duo starred in the 1989 movie When Harry Met Sally?
That would be, that's Meg Ryan and, what's Billy?
Oh, so close.
Billy Crystal.
Yes! And because of that, Tony, you got a perfect 10.
Love that.
Nice.
Love that, Tony.
Oh, man. That means you're probably going to get a loser song here.
You got that right, buddy.
Very exciting for you this Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm very happy about how things worked out. Steve's done.
Steve, you're done.
Such little faith for your verified champion.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're verified.
That's right, Twitter
Do you just
verified.
carry that belt everywhere?
I have it with me today.
I'm so happy about that.
You guys it's available for pictures.
Really?
You guys would like to
Oh,
see
I
pictures
can't
with
wait.
me.
Gotta
Wait,
do that.
what's the fee?
Everyone but BJ. Everyone's
Okay.
free except for BJ.
Nice.
Oh, gosh, I hope I can find the money.
Which is unfortunate because your shirt would match the belt.
Yeah.
It really would.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
This would be the perfect day for you to accessorize, BJ.
Yeah.
Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
What military medal is awarded for wounds received by enemy
Purple Heart.
action? Yes. Gingivitis is the inflammation of what part of the body?
The gums.
Yes. The Pathfinder spacecraft landed on what planet in 1997?
Mars.
Yes. What is
That would
botany?
be Uranus, Rev. Sorry.
Oh,
I forgot to do
thanks.
that, yeah.
What is botany the study of?
Plants.
Yes. What country gave the world porcelain?
Africa.
No.
France.
No.
Greece.
No. What occupation was John Steinbeck best known for?
Author.
Yes. What is the name of Simba's evil uncle in the movie The Lion King?
Jerry Seinfeld.
No.
That's it.
Newman. No. Newman.
Dumb bet.
No. What number on a QWERTY keyboard shares a key with the ampersand?
Oh, yeah, 8?
No.
9?
No.
5?
No. What is the capital of Ontario?
Toronto.
Yes. What duo starred in the 1989 movie When Harry Met Sally?
Oh, that's Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan.
Yes.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Steve, you lose. Tony got a perfect 10.
Good job, Tony.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, hang on the line, buddy. We'll tell you how to get your prize.
Thanks.
You're
He was
very welcome,
great.
buddy. He was so good. And Steve, you were so this.
I'm a loser, and I love someone who's near to me. I'm a loser, and I'm not what I appear to be.
Yeah, I love this.
Tony did know that it was the number 7 that shares the ampersand on the old keyboard there.
Look at that right there.
Hey, look at that. He also knew that Scar was the evil uncle, not Newman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Newman should have been. He was the evil uncle in Jurassic Park, of course.
Yeah, right. And then he also knew the country that gave us gave the world porcelain was China. You know, break out the fine china, that sort of thing, and the porcelain dolls and all that stuff. And
That's why we call it China, because it came from China?
probably sure.
Oh, I kind of like that.
sure.
Yeah,
All right.
I mean, I didn't necessarily look it up at all, but it kind of makes sense if you think about it.
Okay, good enough there, Wikipedia.
Congratulations to Tony on beating Steve.
Yeah, if you tie or beat Steve, that's how you get the prize. It's simple as that with Beat Migs.
I love this text. I think it's just so funny how certain things can help people remember certain things. I only remember the days of the week because of Beat Migs. Because we have a specialty day every day.
Oh, that's right. Oh, what a life.
Right?
That's a great life when you don't know what day it is. I mean, sometimes if I'm on
Or
a
a
long
crappy
vac-
life if you work every day.
Oh, man, I feel like if I go to work every day, I know what day it is all the time. It's only on vacation when I forget what day it is.
Yeah, oh, yeah. That's the best when you have a vacation. When you're so knee deep in the vacation, you forget what day it is.
I always forget what day it is when I take a nap during the day. Because last night I woke up at 7 and I thought I was late for work.
Oh.
And I couldn't remember. I'm like, is it the weekend? What day is it? Am I late to work? I don't know.
I wish you would have called or texted one of us.
Oh, that would have been so awesome.
I saw that nobody texted or called me angrily, so I assumed I was good.
Did you have a moment of insecurity like nobody cares about me?
Right, I'm just like, oh my God, that's worse. Like, you know when your parents are silent when you did something wrong? You know that's far worse than if they're yelling at you.
So, quick question.
Yes.
Do you nap pretty much every day?
I try. I used to. I'm not so much because I'm babysitting, so.
Dang it. I was thinking if you nap every day, then we could send her a text going, geez, Vicky, you're late. Where the hell are you?
It's a great idea.
That'd be a great troll.
Around 6:30ish every day, we should just
Right.
troll her.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right. We'll just have to be random about it. You'll never know when it's coming, Vicky.
Yeah, and I I nap randomly during the day, so good luck.
Yeah. I love this.
He's apparently that texter that uses the days of the week because of B Migs that he works every day. So it's that situation. If you work every day, it doesn't matter if it's Saturday, Friday, or Monday.
Wow, I wonder what that's like. I've never met anybody, or at least known anybody, who didn't know what day of the week it was when we were in the workplace. Because you know Mondays suck, then you know Tuesdays is like really a tough day.
But every day sucks if you work.
True.
Yeah.
But somehow, like hump day and Thursday and Friday, I feel I have a little bit more spring in my step. Tuesdays are tough. Like, even though we try to make it, whatever, Tuesday's taco day or whatever, even though we do that turn out for tacos, I still go, it's Tuesday. Tuesday sucks. Monday, yeah, get pumped up. Let me try to be in a good mood because my weekend's over, but let me at least remember I had a good weekend. Tuesdays are really like the abyss.
Yeah, but if you work every day, there is no weekend.
Oh, he works every day, 7 days a week? Is that what you got out of that? Oh, I totally missed that, Steve. I just assumed it was a 5-day work week. Oh.
How do you define every day, BJ?
You're right. No, you're absolutely right. I just made the assumption.
I'm like, why are we having? I feel like I'm having a conversation.
No, I missed it, man. You're right.
Like, if every day is a work day, there is nothing to look forward to, unfortunately.
What the hell? Why is every day a work day? What the hell does he do?
Got bills to pay, bro.
I need to ask this guy what he does. I totally missed that. Dude, you're absolutely right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
He works every day of the week.
Yes.
Oh, never mind. Everything I said was wrong.
No, everything you've been saying is just rubbing more salt into that wound that is
Yeah.
working every freaking day.
Damn. I hope that ends for you at some point, buddy. Or maybe, see, some people, I knew people that like to work every day of the week because they like to get away from the family.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I know those. I knew guys like that were like, yeah, I got to go out to work, and that was really, I got to get away from the family. They're driving me crazy.
Another person says I work every day. I always forget what day it is. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now, I completely missed that, but yeah, that does make sense. If every day's a work day, you're right, Steve. What's the point?
And to answer your question, he just said he works in IT.
Oh, you work in IT and you got to work every day for that crap?
If it's a type of business that has computers going every day of the week,
yeah,
I would imagine they need someone there.
Jeez, I hope he's getting paid good money for that.
Or at least he has some good blackmail on his boss because he has access to his computer.
Yeah.
And bless you.
I mean, why? Bless you, Danny. I mean, hire somebody else at that point. I mean, if he's getting paid good money, he likes it, that's fine. But I don't know, 7 days a week is a lot to work. That's just a lot. I don't think people should have to do that. I mean, when you're young and you're maybe trying to save up for something, but if that's your life, I just don't think that's right. We need time off, Steve.
Damn straight we do.
Yeah. All right, here's something you guys I want you to consider. My 2 children are in the room.
Okay.
You know I'm not getting any younger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, boy, this should be interesting.
A guy near Houston recently made a pretty good argument on Facebook for why seniors should stop moving into nursing homes and instead move into Holiday Inns. I think this is a genius idea. Now, if you need constant care, I get it. You know what? If you need nurses and stuff like that, that's a whole different story.
But if it's just something where you just need to be somewhere and you don't want to have... yeah.
You know, I mean, there's a point where you're old and you go, okay, I got to sell my house, or maybe I'm a little forgetful. Maybe need help making some, maybe I can't make my meals anymore. I know a woman right now who's in a position where, frankly, if she could just get down and have meals made for her, have her bed made for her, her life would be a lot easier.
Okay.
Yeah, but she doesn't need, round the clock nursing care. She's you're at a particular age where the energy level is low. It takes you a long time to do things.
And a hotel would answer that. Your bed's made every day.
Yeah.
They replace everything. You don't have to worry about, any of that stuff. And if you've got a cool hotel, you get that continental breakfast. And old people get up early.
See? You got your free cable.
Yep. Get some baggies and just bag up some of that continental breakfast for lunch and dinner later.
Oh, yeah. And how about this? The average nursing home costs about $188 a day.
Does it really?
Yeah. But with the senior discount, the average Holiday Inn in his area, and again, he's in the Houston area, only $60 a night.
Whoa.
That's,
okay, this is genius.
It's a great idea.
You don't even need to save up a continental breakfast at that point. You can get DoorDash delivery every day.
Yeah, you have extra money.
Yeah, all that extra cash.
$130 a day.
Every day means 7 days of the week. Just
Are you sure that's every day?
Just say that's every day.
Yeah.
This reminds me of a story I read a while back because I considered doing this for my parents. It's actually cheaper in some cases to live on, when you go on those cruises, because it's like $65 a night or so.
On a cruise?
As opposed to just living, at a nursing home.
So let's just live on a cruise boat.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Bounce from cruise boat to cruise
especially
boat.
if it's all inclusive. You get the booze, you get the food.
Yeah, if it's $65
and
a
entertainment.
night.
Yeah, especially if you're a senior, you get the discounts.
And they've got first aid and they've got medical professionals on board a cruise because they need to in case of an emergency.
And if you don't get seasick, I think it's great.
It's a great idea. I didn't know you can get $65 on a cruise or night. Why are we not doing that now?
Yeah,
what kind of cruise is this?
It's a 12-night cruise on the Southern Caribbean, available for an average cost of $779 per person, which is about $65 a night for 12 days or nights.
Dang.
I don't know what kind of cruise this is. Let's get some Yelp reviews on this cruise before we make this decision.
That does sound like a sketchy cruise.
Still,
yeah. The entertainment. It's like just a box.
Oh, hell yeah.
You might go
Peter Gabriel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking, am I doing the math on this right? 60,
Ramen noodles on your all-you-can-eat buffet.
Yeah.
What is 60 times 30? Is that 1,800? Am I doing the math on that?
I'm just going to say yes because I don't want to do math.
It is. You're correct.
Well, who's not paying $1,800 a month in rent anyway? When you think about it.
Well, in Seattle? That's like a studio. I mean, how much is Howard Johnson in Seattle, though?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because the cruise people, it's expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, but still, $65 a night on that cruise, as long as the boat don't. At this point, all we care is, will the boat sink? That's all, because for that price, you're right, Steve, we got to make sure the boat doesn't sink.
Some Texas is living on a cruise ship. There's already an old lady doing that. It was on the news last year.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that. How about you get a shampoo for free at a hotel? You don't got to do light bulbs. Even if you can't figure out the TV, when you get older, sometimes that can happen. They can help you out with it. They take out the trash every day. Bus stops will be nearby. And this guy said, look, if you need anything else, you could just tip people to do it for you. That is very true. You could call the concierge or with the bell people and say, look, would you mind doing this for me? And if they know, hey, I'll throw a couple bucks your way, they'll be like, sure.
So what about laundry? You think they'll do laundry for you? Because that's the one thing you'll be missing out on.
There are hotels.
You probably a maid, whatever those, what are they called?
The bellman.
No, the service.
The maid service. Housekeeping.
You can probably float them like $20 and they'll do it for you.
Yeah, because they do have laundry on the premises. Some places you can do your laundry there.
Yeah.
So
I'm guessing a $60 a night Howard Johnson might not have that ability.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So the kicker is that your family also is going to want to come visit you because you got a swimming pool, you got the amenities. So who wants to go to a nursing home to see you? But I'll go to a Holiday Inn to see you anytime. How cool is that?
It's like a little mini vacation. Road trip to Grandma's.
But don't you hit a point where you're just sick of being in a hotel?
What if you could go to any Holiday Inn, though? Like you go, all right, I'm sick of being at the Houston Holiday Inn. Let me go travel, and I'll go to this other Holiday Inn. Dude, here's what I had a conversation with a dude about like retirement and like how much I should save. And he goes, you underestimate just how much you're going to sit in a chair. That's all the energy you're going to have. You're not, so whether I'm sitting in a chair at a hotel or sitting in a chair, like you see old people, they sit in the same damn chair and it's okay with them.
I don't know. I'm looking at the lady who lives on the cruise ship and she's out dancing with the captain, having a good time. I think this woman moves more than you do.
Oh, yeah.
She probably moves more than I do now, so I know that.
Exactly.
I won't have a problem sitting in a chair at a Holiday Inn when I get to be her age.
To be fair, I mean, she's only got you by 3 years.
Yeah, that's true.
What a bunch of, imagine being on a cruise ship though, and it's just a bunch of old people. After a while, you'd be like, what the hell am I doing?
Well, you're hanging with your buddies because you're old. Oh, you're thinking going now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be tough if you're going now.
Oh.
Yeah, but I mean, look, if I'm old and there's a bunch of old people, those are my peers, right?
I guess so, yeah, you're right.
Oh, why wouldn't I want to hang with them? Plus, again, I don't think I'm going to care. Just give me a TV.
Just go to a Disney cruise instead if you're worried about hanging out with old people.
Those aren't $100 a night.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Right
no,
now.
I'm not saying.
Medicare's going to cover that.
I'm not talking about when we're old. I'm talking about now, so we don't have to hang out with people like BJ.
Well, then you got to pay money at that point. If you got that kind of money, you can hang out anywhere.
Well, talking about cruises make me kind of want to go on a cruise.
Okay.
So it says there's a cruise ship called The World that people live on. Is that actually like a joke, or is there a cruise ship
that's
called
just
The
them
World?
trying to be weird, deep, and funny.
Oh, the world, because we're cruising through space.
Yeah.
Wow, thanks, man. You got Steve to fall for it.
Well, I thought maybe there was a cruise ship called The World.
Looks like, there is a largest privately owned residential yacht. It's called the MS The World.
So there
is a yacht.
Wow.
This texture was not being a Weisenheimer.
Schooled. And what is it? People live on it, or is it just somebody's private yacht?
According to this, it's a privately owned residential yacht, so someone lives
So
on
what do
it.
you got to pay to live on
Oh,
that?
so there is a world.
I'm guessing a lot.
Yeah, that's going to be more than $60 a night. Come on.
That would suck, though, because if you don't like your neighbors, I mean, you're just on a boat all the time with them then.
Well, yeah, I mean, you stay in your house, wouldn't you? If you say, I guess, yeah, I suppose. Well, you could run into your neighbors in the neighborhood.
It's like a block party that just will never end.
Yeah.
With neighbors you hate.
Just push them overboard.
It's a good way to solve it.
Yeah, I thought about that. That's one way to go. Then you know what? You're old. You can go, I don't know what happened. All right, 62%, speaking of, maybe having a problem with a neighbor on a boat, 62% of people say they actually have an enemy at work. And what do you think is the top reason why they are disliked? I'm going to tell you at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. According to this new survey, 62% of people say that, yep, they have an enemy at work. And our work enemies are usually the same age as us or older, and someone we interact with on a daily basis.
BJ.
Thank you.
I'm kidding.
Happy to be everybody's enemy.
Newman.
Yeah. I'm sure I'm a lot of people's Newman. I know for the longest time. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't think you are anymore.
Well, that's nice. I know for a long time I was.
I think I've upgraded you to frenemy status at this point.
Oh, frenemy.
Is he still on the top of your list when you're going out in a blaze of glory?
Yeah.
Yeah. I still think it's going to be hard to usurp you from that one, bud.
That's lovely. Thanks, pal. Yeah, about 30% of us say that enemy, by the way, is their boss. So that makes sense. Yeah.
We're pretty lucky. I mean, our boss is not a jerk. You know what I mean? You don't have I don't think any of us view our boss as an enemy.
I viewed him as an enemy for the longest time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, way back in the day. But as it turns out, I was a crazy person, and he was actually a good guy.
Yeah, yeah.
But now, Vicky is my enemy. Yay! Yeah.
Does anyone here, I mean, maybe not currently, but at any point, did you have an enemy at work? I don't think I can ever. I mean, there are some people that the minute I see them, I just instantly get annoyed.
Yeah.
But they weren't enemies. I just didn't want to really be in the same kitchen while they were getting their coffee because I was stuck talking to them then.
I know at one point I had like 2 dudes that I couldn't stand, and I was trying to be cool with them, and then they just proceededly got worse and worse and ruder to me to the point where I'm like, screw you guys, and I hated them.
Oh, wow. From here?
Yeah.
Wow. From our station or from our cluster?
From our station.
Oh, wow. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Salespeople?
No.
On air?
Maybe. No. Kind of.
Jeez, we're really narrowing this down. Do we want to? Do we really want to narrow this down? At least on air, do we want to narrow this down?
No, you're right. But they're not here anymore.
Hopefully they're not here anymore, because otherwise we have an HR problem.
DJ Shay.
Those guys, yeah, they were annoying.
Oh, yeah, both. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they were awful.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, they were very rude.
You know what? You were nice not to say anything, because honestly, I think you should have said something to me, because I really don't want to have an environment where people are not happy.
And now I totally would have called them out.
Yeah, cool. I think it's important for workplace culture that people get along, which is why if you have an enemy, somebody's got to be able to go to somebody and go, look, I'm having, what do you think? What can we do? And then someone's got to be open-minded and go, well, let me see, because you got to have the right culture now. You just can't have the enemy culture.
I was BSing with a buddy. He gave me a tour of where he works, and it was really cool to check out where he worked. It was a whole different type of environment. So I'm geeking. I'm like, that's awesome. That's cool. He's like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, how are your coworkers? I met a bunch of them. They were guys that listened to the show. And he's like, no, everyone's awesome except for this one guy. I hate him. I was like, oh, that sucks. Well, you probably could avoid him. How? He's like, no, I got to deal with him all the time. Oh. And I'm just thinking, I'm like, at some point, don't you think you could kind of figure out a way to work together? Like the guy that's being annoying, be like, look, man, I know we don't like each other, but maybe we should stop trying to get under each other's skin.
Yeah, you'd think.
That would suck.
Yeah. Damn. 70% of people are considering trying to find a new job to get away from their enemy. How about that?
Huh. That's
how bad it is for some people. You're right, Steve. You got to figure it out, because you're going to work all day with that guy.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
But more than half of us say, yeah, we have an enemy at work. So I'm wondering, how about you? Do you have a coworker that you can't stand? Why is that? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. You have a coworker at work you can't stand? Why do they annoy you? Your calls, your texts after Cage on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. 62% of us say, yeah, we have an enemy at work. What about you? Do you have a coworker that you can't stand? Why do they annoy you? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Nick in Tacoma, you are on The Rock.
Hey.
Hey, what's up, Nick? What you got for us, buddy?
Oh, I used to be a chef. I was a chef for the better part of 30 years, and this last job just broke me. I got a attitude problem. I was using my wife's review as a tool to better my staff as a manager. And for some reason, one of the staff members of the front of the house decided that she didn't like being reviewed, and she did pretty much a piss poor job of her job. And my wife took note of it and reviewed it. And so before I had a chance to bring it to the owner's attention, this girl went home, printed it out, and brought it in before I even showed up to work. So next thing I know, I'm being brought up to the office and asked why my wife did it. And I said, well, I did it as a tool that we could use for our employees where we can know where we need to improve. My wife is a Google reviewer, and she's a good Google reviewer. She goes down an itinerary list of whether the building's clean, the paint's done nice, or it's chipping off, whether the bar's clean, there's gum under the tables, you can see a TV from every seat in the house. I mean, she does a good job. And so the owner asked me why she would do that, and I said I did it as a tool so we could improve our performance He goes, well, this is my hot dog shop, and you need to take that crap down. And I tried to argue my point.
So I
didn't want to hear it.
Yeah, let me.
Okay, take it down. Needless to say, this guy held a grudge for 2 years.
When you say take it down, like she put it on Google, like she put the review publicly. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was on a Google review.
Wait, whoa, dude! You don't see a problem with reviewing an employee, but making that public?
No, she didn't review an employee. She reviewed the restaurant.
So your wife, and she left a pretty much negative review, I imagine, right?
She left a 2-star review. Said everything was wonderful. The restaurant was awesome, except that the server had a bad attitude.
Dude, you.
Those are your coworkers?
Yeah, this is the coworker. So his wife basically says one of his coworkers was bad, puts it on Google. Dude,
yeah, I heard. Yeah,
dude, I know you know. I mean, like you preface this call saying you have a bad attitude, but bro. That is just that's bad, man. You can't have your wife who's not even she's a Google reviewer, but she's not a professional like reviewer of how employees are, and to put that publicly at a place where you work, how do you expect your manager not to be pissed about that? I would. I'd be mad at you going, dude, come to me and at least, let me see your wife's review before she puts it up. Like if your wife did a review and you just gave it to your manager, that's one thing. But your wife posted it, dude, for everybody to see. You don't think that's bad?
No.
Oh, okay.
We need to be reviewed.
I'm done. I can't. Nick, I can't do it. If you didn't work there, Nick, that's fine. But one of my own employees' wife is basically putting out there publicly that one of our servers sucks. I don't want that out there. I'd rather have you come to me first. So
my
I
wife
can fix
she
it.
goes on all the podcast forums and trying to mean things about our show because that's just what she does.
Yeah,
that would put you in a bad spot with your coworkers if your wife's just crapping all over your place of work.
That's not being a team player. Is
that a job, Google reviewer?
I don't think it is. I'm sorry, but no.
I mean, there is
Google review people.
I mean, does Google actually pay people? Is that what you're saying, or no? I don't.
Somebody says Google reviewers are lazy people who don't want to work themselves, so they try and critique those who do work their asses off.
I mean, I've heard of the secret restaurant, shoppers.
Yeah, like
those
a mystery
are a thing.
shopper.
Yeah, mystery shopper. We'd have those at the restaurant, but never anybody who just does it for Google or for Yelp.
Wow.
You actually get paid like in food.
Wow.
Hi, I'm a Google reviewer.
Which, by the way, I got to be a restaurant reviewer once, and it was great.
You got your food for free? Mm-hmm. I'd give them 5 stars.
Yeah.
It would
That's
not work.
the problem. It wouldn't work with you. You get free food, even if it's horrible. You're like, hey, thanks at least for giving me free food.
This is the best food I've ever had.
I'm the same way. It's like they go out of their way to be nice to you. How can you say negative things about them?
They don't know you're a secret shopper. That's the point.
Well, Steve would be a not-so-secret shopper because he wants the free food.
That too.
My head is still spinning a little bit.
A little bit?
Just a little bit. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Clay and Enumclaw, you are on the Rock.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning, Clay. Welcome to the show. So how about you? Do you have an enemy at work? Coworker you can't stand?
Well, so this was a few years ago when I was in the military still. I was stationed in Virginia, and I was there for a few years. And I was a unit armorer, and I had this huge grudge with my first sergeant, my company first sergeant.
Oh, that's always tough. And what was your rank?
I was a Spec 4 at the time.
So I don't know a whole lot about that, but that's lower than his first sergeant, right?
Oh yeah, by like four ranks or so.
That's what I thought. So yeah, that's never good when you hate the guy that can make your life miserable. Yeah, that's tough.
Right. So anyway, I had a couple of run-ins, but I mean, it was all in good faith. For instance, there was a deployment that came up, and I was in charge of making sure all the weapons were ready to roll, and there were some weapons that weren't ready to roll. So I brought it to her attention and told her, hey, it's my recommendation that these don't go. There's a few deadline parts on them. If anything were to happen, and friends were hurt or anything like that, it'd be on my conscience. So that made a lasting impression on her. She figured, hey, we should just send these over there. They're not going to use them anyway.
God, I hate that,
this
dude.
particular job didn't. It wasn't a combat MOS, so But you know, I couldn't have that, you know, on my conscience.
See,
you know,
dude, I'm with you on that. I mean, that's how they train you. I thought in the military is that no matter what the situation is, you do your best. You don't sit there and let anything slide because life or death, you never know when that can happen. I'm kind of on your side on this, definitely.
But Clay, did your wife go on Google and review your military experience?
No, highly unlikely.
Yeah. How did that turn out, dude? I mean, did she hate you forever? Were you able to figure it out?
Well, I mean, it took some years afterwards, but so this is the kicker of the story. So I tried my best to get out of that company and you know, get to a different company within the unit. And, you know, I was rejected every time. You know, because I was the only armor. Usually they're in pairs, usually a backup, and sometimes even a third guy.
Oh, you were the only guy.
I was the only guy, and so anyway, long story short, I finally got orders, and I got stationed here at JBLM. And
you get to listen to us. What a great deal.
Yay.
How about that?
Yeah, right?
I mean, that's the miracle of this story right there.
The only thing that would be better is being a Google reviewer.
Yeah. Oh man,
it was a lot better than the East Coast. I will say that. And so about a week after getting here, I report, and I kid you not, I show up for PT one morning, and there she is.
No,
I swear,
she followed you.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like the Army, like, you know, like tied a string around our waist and just like here, tag along.
Oh, you think you're home free? You come out here, to Seattle living. You know, you probably you maybe hear the bud's good, so you go, oh, my life is going to be fantastic every way I can. And then there she shows up, Newman.
For a week it was better, and then I just had this sinking feeling.
What are the odds of that?
That sucks, Clay.
I wonder how often that happens in the military.
Oh, that sucks.
I have no idea. I mean, hopefully it doesn't happen to too many people.
Right?
No, yeah, appreciate the call, Clay. I mean, the luck of that.
How about this texter? I'm annoyed with my 60-year-old coworker. She treats me like her grandkid by always buying me food, drinks that she thinks I'm going to like. Most of the time, I don't like them. And if I mention I wish there was more items around the office, like straws, for example, she will show up the next day with straws. Her excessive kindness is overbearing.
What? I know what he's talking about. I'm not going to point out anybody on the show.
Too nice.
It's kind of like that. That's a little bit over mothering because I don't want Vicky to get upset.
Right? Yeah. We'll just keep that between us.
It's like somebody. I know people that are like that. That just over mother. Like
my mom is like that. Oddly enough, over mothering. But the minute you say something, it's like she will buy a bunch of those things. Like,
oh, that's nuts, isn't it?
You know, if I like frozen pizza, I'll come home and she'll have like 30 frozen pizzas in the freezer, and I'm like, Mom, I'm only here for 5 days. How do you think I'm going to crush 30 of these frozen pizzas?
A little disappointed that you can't.
Yeah, right? Well, I mean, come on. I mean, I want to enjoy other things besides frozen pizzas. I'm not going to spend like every meal eating frozen pizza when I'm in New York.
It is funny how moms are like that. My mother-in-law's the same way. Like I mentioned one time I wanted a Klondike bar, but I'm also but I'm also trying to be good. You go there and the whole freezer's filled with Klondikes, and like, I really can't eat all these. Otherwise, my doctor's going to hate me forever.
I feel like it's Italian and Mexican families love to show love with food.
Yeah,
it is true.
My folks are the same way. Like my dad with his fruit snack. He'd always bring me his fruit snack, or Gushers.
Which I'm okay with that.
Yes.
I am not okay with that. If your father really wants to show me love, tell him to give me some.
No, he's not showing you love because he doesn't care about you.
Zingers. Tell him those Hostess zingers or something you should show me love with.
He loves me and he loves his buddy Steve.
That's right.
That's BS.
Stephen won for life.
Did you just hit your chest?
Yeah. All of a sudden they're in a gang. I didn't know this was about to be a thing.
For life. For life.
It's the Gummy Gang. Watch out for them.
That's right.
Okay, Team
Gummy Gang.
I'm going to go to Andrew in Seattle. Andrew, you are on the Rock.
Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning.
Not too bad, Andrew. How about you? You got a workplace nemesis, somebody you can't stand?
Yeah, and they're finally gone. It was the area manager, and they micromanaged the hell out of everybody, especially me. And I called him out in public. I'm like, dude, you can't do this anymore. Like, this is enough. Like, I have bosses below me that are my boss. This isn't okay at all. And he snatched it. I'm going to get you fired. I'm going to get you let go. Turns out a year later, after I was off my car accident situation, he actually got forced out. I'm like, karma, it's so sweet and so kind.
That's awesome. Oh, yeah. The micromanaging. I've had to learn, I really had to step back because I was a big-time micromanager early on in my life.
No.
Hard to believe, huh?
Yeah, right?
Yeah. It's the greatest gift in the world when you can let go. But for us control freaks, it's the hardest thing. It really, really is. And you know, I think it's because, for my instance, I was raised where I would get in trouble for crap that wasn't my fault. So that turned me into a massive micromanager. All right, if you're going to make me responsible for other people's crap, I'm going to manage other people's crap. And I ended up being that guy in life, in the workplace. And it is a beating because I don't really want to do it, but I also don't want to get in trouble for what somebody else did. Yeah. So it's now I'm not responsible for anything.
0 F's given.
I love it. I know, like, for instance, today something's happened. I don't even know about anything about it. It's
What's
awesome.
happening today?
You guys are having meetings. I didn't even know. And I love that. I don't know about this. I'm not involved. I get to go home and do my life. It's the best thing in the world.
Do your life.
Normally, I'd be like, okay, what's going on? What's happening? I want to be involved. But it's great. I don't care.
Well, we want these meetings to be short. That's why you're not involved.
It's a good call.
Like, do you want a 10-minute meeting or do you want an hour and 20-minute meeting?
Exactly.
One can be fixed with just adding BJ.
Well, you know what? Continue to carry on that practice because I get to get my ass out of here. I don't have to sit there and listen to Vicky and all of her hopes and dreams. You know that.
How about this one texter says there's someone on my team who sits 20 feet away from me, but I can still hear her chew. Gum, candy, food, anything really. She chews with her mouth, and you can hear it coming from 50 feet away. Thank God for headphones.
Yeah. I imagine he meant mouth open because we all chew with our mouths, don't we?
That's true, yeah.
I mean, if you don't chew with your mouth, if there's something else you chew with, I kind of want to know what that is, and then maybe want to see a video.
How about this one? Hygiene. The worker I can't stand stinks, and 6 inches of smelly ass crack that constantly hangs out of the back of his pants. It's so damn nasty.
Wow, 6 inches
Do you
of
not
that.
feel the breeze?
Yeah,
Pull up your pants.
If I got 6 inches hanging out, I gotta be thinking, okay, I would know that.
I'm so self-conscious of ass crack. Like, the minute I even think it's happening, I'm like pulling my shirt down, I'm tucking it into my belt, like whatever I can to keep people from seeing my butt.
And I appreciate you for this.
And there's your son's in the room.
Oh, really? Oh.
Joey D's.
Why do I have a feeling it's going to be me?
Oh, that'd be so awesome. If the one coworker he can't stand is my father.
Yeah, that would be it. That's a tough life.
I believe that's the plot of Star Wars, right?
Yeah, it is actually.
You're right. Good call. Yeah.
No, this complaint doesn't have to do with my father, unfortunately.
It's QSC days.
Yeah, back in the QSC days, man, I had 5 managers and a front-end supervisor. And the front-end supervisor essentially ran our department, and they usually used to be like a checker or someone that was on the same level as you. Well, one day, this chick got promoted to the front-end supervisor, and the second they handed the keys, dude, everyone hated her. She started power tripping, telling everyone they couldn't take any breaks, timing them. But the one thing that she would always do is every time after a rush, we'd take like a minute to talk to each other, be like, oh, it was so busy. She'd come over and be like, if you got time to lean, you got time to clean.
Oh yeah.
Oh, geez.
Oh, love that. I got to remember that one, Steve.
But the worst part is that when she would say it, she'd then walk over to the Starbucks in our grocery store and get free samples and chat it up with the baristas.
Yeah, that's total power trip.
And you know, what are you going to do? You got to hate them. Like, I'm not getting free food, and I got to work.
Absolute power corrupts, absolutely.
Give me a sample of a Frappuccino.
Right. Or that banana bread stuff they had. Oh, that was good.
See, it is the toughest thing, because I lived the supermarket life, too. When you are on the same level as everybody else, then you get the promotion, and then you're in charge of those same people. That has got to be the toughest experience on how to be a boss. It's one thing if you're brought into a new situation, they go, here's your new boss, and you never knew that person before. But to get promoted amongst your peers and then have to rule your peers, that is a genius that can do that correctly. I watched people do that correctly, and I learned from those folks, because I went the other way. I was like the absolute power. I was doing what your girl was doing, and everybody hated me. And I was like, I don't understand it. And one manager pulled me aside. Dude, you got to figure this out when you get promoted with your peers. It's an art. And he was right, man. You got to treat it. You almost got to treat them better than you treat yourself, or they won't do a damn thing for you. That's why I was the king at TJ Maxx.
Oh, were you the king? Did you have a crown and everything?
I learned
King BJ here.
Dude, here's what I did. I learned from the supermarket. So when they promoted me to manager of the men's department, it was my peers, and next thing I know, the guys. Well, I immediately treated them like kings. Like every benefit I got, I gave to them. I let them have breaks as long as they wanted. And our stuff, I said to the dudes, I go, dude, as long as the stuff gets done, take as long of a break as you want. I don't care. The other departments, and it just so happened we had 2 men that worked in our department, and then everybody else's department was women. They were not happy, but I kept telling the managers, I go, hey, look at our racks, everything's done, all the prices, everything's done.
Usually there's some women that are saying that they get the
That was the king.
raise.
We had quite the department, but
Hear
they hated me.
ye, hear ye. It's King BJ, manager of the men's
I
department.
was the king manager of TJ Maxx, bitches. Don't forget it. It was awesome. That's, you know why? Because I let the subjects have the spoils.
Jeez, the subjects.
I'm
now it's gone to his head.
That's right.
Oh, great.
I won't be like Cersei, Rev, okay? I'm going to be like Jon Snow.
Man. Now it's
That's
Game of Thrones here. Someone's going to die.
I'm not going to be like Cersei.
Fantastic.
Hey, you want to avoid gaining weight? Do not listen to the show because all we do is talk about food. But here's a way you actually can avoid gaining weight. Vicky, put down your cell phone. How about that?
Thanks.
That's how you avoid. Yeah, I'll tell you all about it at 7:47.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another listener question. How do I rebuild my credit after filing bankruptcy?
You rebuild it, one creditor at a time by making your payments on time on your rent or your mortgage, by continuing to make car payments on a car that you keep during your case. You can also, as I said earlier, you can almost always get a credit card almost immediately after filing bankruptcy. Sometimes it's a secured card and it'll almost always have a really high interest rate on it, but you can get a small balance credit card and charge a tank of gas or a dinner once a month on that and make the payment, pay it off every month, and that'll help you build a credit history one creditor at a time and will help you rebuild your credit over time.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.